Happy
first
Friday
of the new year.
I'm Gracie Graham.
And I'm Sydney Wood.
We just wanted to say congratulations on making it to the first Friday of 2023.
So Lions, the real question is, how many of you have successfully taken steps to accomplish that New Year's resolution?
If not, no worries. It's the thought that counts.
As SZA says, we're going to embrace this new year with open arms.
But before we can do just that, let's head on over to the announcements.
Good morning, Lions. Here are your daily announcements.
The JSerra swimming and diving team will hold a mandatory meeting this coming Monday, January 9th, immediately after school on the pool deck. All students interested in participating in the 2023 swimming and diving season must attend.
Come cheer on varsity hockey as they play SM at Irvine Great Park Arena Wednesday, January 11th at 7:30 p.m. This will be a special game featuring NHL-style announcers, cameras, jumbotron, and shootout competitions for fans during period breaks. Additionally, students can free skate at 6:30 p.m. before the game starts. Free food will be offered too. You do not want to miss this awesome game.
CSF is now accepting semester applications. Sophomores and juniors can check the requirements on the application to see if their grades from their most recent report card will qualify them for a semester of CSF membership. Seniors, only previous CSF members should apply. Deadline is Friday, January 20th at noon to Mrs. Lee in room 3104.
Attention transfers and TLC mentors. Please join TLC as we ring in the new year at our January event next Thursday, January 12th at Break in the Center Room. We hope you can join us for snacks, games, and music.
Attention all students, this is a reminder that the Semester 2 course change form deadline is today by 3 p.m. The form is located in the counseling portal under Forms and Info. Course changes depend on a meeting with your counselor and class availability, so you should continue to attend your original class until your new class has been approved by your counselor.
Seniors, it is time to vote for your class of 2023 senior superlatives. Please check your JSerra email for a link to vote for categories like best hair, most athletic, worst case of senioritis, and many more. Voting ends next Friday, January 13th, and the results will be included in the yearbook. For any questions, please see yearbook advisor, Mr. Molvik.
And finally, tonight is our away basketball game versus SM. Hunting season is on for the Eagles, so come to the away game tonight dressed up in camo and be ready to cheer on our boys as they take down SM at 7 p.m. See you all there.
That's it for today's announcements. Back to our hosts.
Welcome back from that brief intermission break.
Please make sure to silence all cell phones and no flash photography as we continue this show. Thanks.
Sid, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Well, if I'm thinking what you're thinking, I think it's time for chicken nuggets.
Not yet.
Okay, dance party.
That's later tonight. I'm thinking about trivia.
Here we go.
Okay, who is going on tour in 2023?
Morgan Wallen.
Yes, but no.
Taylor Swift.
Yes, shout out to all our Swifties out there. We know all too well how pumped we are. Okay, who won the Cotton Bowl game?
Tulane.
I know, can we talk about those crazy playoff games for a second?
Can you believe that USC lost by 1 point?
I know, I don't want to talk about it right now. Did you know that TCU quarterback is 6'7"?
Only you would know that.
I mean, 6'7" for a quarterback is pretty good.
Oh my gosh. I say it's time for the Pride Playbook.
Hey Lions, I'm Carson, and welcome to this edition of the Pride Playbook. We are deep into the winter sports season and ready to bring you some highlights and player spotlights. First up, I produced a mic'd up segment featuring Clarence Chaney, one of our star rugby players. Let's check it out.
My name is Clarence Chaney. What's the questions? I forgot. My name is Clarence Chaney, class 24. I've been playing rugby for 2 years. Enjoy. Everybody on their backs. Ooh. Everybody on their back, Spears. You gotta have like a nice little wet body. He just pushed me into the wet ground. Right here, the subs right here is me and Jack and Charlie. Us three. Avy.
Start talking. I got white.
There you go.
My fault.
Shout out to my dog. You feel me? Vance Blythe. You feel me? Coach Nick Smitty. All the real boys. Thanks for watching. Come check out JSerra Rugby. First home game, January 20th on the main field.
We are excited for this rugby season, guys. Next up, the girls soccer team is doing great so far this season, and here's a hype video put together by Sydney Wood to get us psyched up about our girls. Take it away, Sydney.
This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Thanks for that, Sydney. And let's all head over to SM tomorrow and cheer on our girls as they take down the Eagles in league play. Good luck, girls. And be sure to head over to SM tonight at 7 o'clock and dress up in camo to cheer on our boys basketball team as they also take down the Eagles. Well, that's all we have for you today on this edition of the Pride Playbook. I'm Carson Natsky, and thank you for watching.
That's right, JSerra.
It is officially hunting season.
Woo!
All right, Grace. How do you like your Gatorade?
Pink 0.
And how do you like your lemons?
Lulu.
And how do you like your cars?
Fast.
Hi JSerra, welcome to this edition of The Lion Lounge, and I'm Bella Renezeder. The Lion Lounge is a talk show produced by JSerra TV broadcast students where we invite interesting guests from the JSerra community. With me today is professional off-road driver Carl Renezeder. Not only is he a winning off-road driver, but he's also my dad. Hi Dad, welcome to our show.
Hi Bella, thank you for having me.
It's not every day that we get to sit in a real TV studio and I get to interview you like this.
Yeah, this is great. I'm excited to get into it.
First, can you explain to us about your racing and what you've accomplished?
Well, so I've raced a lot of things over the years, and the biggest thing I've done is racing short course for almost 20 years, and the short course off-road racing is a platform where it's about a mile course with a lot of big jumps, and trucks have a lot of horsepower, about 900 horsepower, and they fly through the air maybe up to 200 feet, maybe 30 feet high, and it's pretty intense and pretty extreme.
And what made you want to get into short course, and why did you do that?
Well, I've always been into racing. When I was a kid, I raced BMX bikes, motorcycles, motocross, loved the extreme sports, and then got into some desert racing. But I would see this on TV, and when I saw it on TV, it was really exciting, and I also started to think that if it was on TV, you could actually get sponsorship and activate sponsors to support you and help you along the way.
What were some of your best highlights from your career?
So some of the highlights I have to say is I had some really great sponsors. Also, the races in particular, like the cup races, I've won a lot of cup races. I've won the Baja 1000 twice. Overall, I think I won 125 races, but the 100th win was a big one because there were a lot of people involved to make that happen, and it was a proud moment. But every race was great. You know, it didn't matter. Some of the best races I didn't even win. I just loved being in the truck and being competitive and maxing it out every time I hit the track.
During your racing career, how did you manage to balance your two careers that you were doing along with your family?
Well, you have to be organized, you have to be, committed, and you have to prioritize. And, you can't always be on top of everything at the same time, so you have to prioritize and have good people that you work with and have good kids at home, of course.
And, how did racing go from a hobby and turn it into a career?
Well, it was always a hobby, kind of a passion, I would say. And then once it became professional and I started getting paid to do it is when the real transition happened. And that was mostly because of the TV, right? Because we were on TV and we were on the major networks, NBC, CBS, and we had a good cable platform on Speed Vision and ESPN2. We had a lot of eyeballs on us, right? So when you have eyeballs like that, as you guys know today, social media, it has a value. So for me, it was like half the passion was being on the track racing toe to toe with these guys, and then the other half was actually having the business side and making the business work and doing the commercials and leveraging sponsors and raising the funds to do it because it's an expensive sport.
Okay, so finally, this is going to be a tough one. What was your favorite race and why?
I wouldn't say there was one favorite race, but there's a lot of them. But one of them, obviously, I already mentioned, it would be the 100th win. Also, some of the Cup wins that I won. The Baja 1000 was big because it was such a long, grueling race. But I think the best race I won was just, I don't know, the race of being there the whole time, and never wavering and kept fighting and making my sponsors proud, my team proud, and my family proud.
After your retirement, you were asked by Bryce Menzies to come back and race. What was it like to be back on the track, thinking you were retired, and then just going out there and racing with all your friends?
Yeah, I felt sorry for him. Bryce was in an accident filming a commercial down in Glamis. I think he compressed some discs in his back, and he called me. He's on the Red Bull team, and they knew me from all the years. So they asked if I would fill in for him at the season opener, and I was flattered, of course, and it was a good race because that was the final race I raced, and we actually won in the last couple laps. So, it was good. I felt like I did him right.
Thanks for joining us here today in the Lion Report studio, Dad. It was very fun interviewing you and sharing your story with my fellow classmates in the JSerra community.
Well, thank you for having me. This is a beautiful studio, super professional, and this was a great experience. Thank you.
Well, that's all we have for you today, JSerra. Thanks for watching this edition of the Lion Lounge. Have a great day.
Well, JSerra, it's been a show.
It definitely has. And make sure to come at 2 p.m. today to cheer on our boys wrestling at John Glenn High School.
And come out to support our boys soccer at 3:30 as they destroy SM at SM.
I'm Sydney Wood.
And I'm Gracie Graham. Cheers to the new year.